We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Two tights. On.
Set. 3-19. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Run. Get in the weight room, son. Get in the weight room, son. That's over. Always rolling. SOS.
To throw on second down. Shields. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Nowhere. All day, baby. Good stop.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
All right, now, lucky 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Break. We got double tight. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Single receiver. Regular. Let's go, yellow. Eyes on 81.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Liz. Regular.
Here's Smith. And he's got Moncrief. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
No, right. Yellow.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 4. We got
Set. Fire, DD.
Pick the edge.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
Blitz.
And his throw is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Strong right.
Let's go. 15.
Hey,
12.
We got 4 down.
Hey, 52.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
4 down, check.
Set! 319! 319!
58, boys, 58.
On 1st and 10, Shields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Shields.
Joker.
And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight end's right.
Gun!
3 down.
Watch him now, Barney!
Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, Shields. Step, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Double tight. 4 down.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10.
Run.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Liz.
Hey. 4 down.
Liz.
No. Off.
Slot.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Tight end left. 4 down. Check.
Hey, slot.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. Double tight.
All right. Yellow.
Watch 36. 36 the mic.
Rip, rip, rip.
Bring it.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
12, 12, 12.
Check. Crunch.
Let's go. Gun, gun, gun.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end right. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
They'll run with Thompson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Man left. Even. 4 down. Even.
Yep. Rip, rip, rip.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Blitz. Boom. Yeah, baby.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Settle down, huh?
4 down.
Hey, slot.
Watch out.
Slot.
Watch out.
Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 4 down.
Now Thompson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
Slot.
Safe.
Let's go. Gun.
Check 52.
Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Double tight.
Orange.
3 down. Hey, double tight.
Rip.
24.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
They're coming.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch tight end. We got 4.
Rip, Liz.
Check the backer. Check 24.
Let's go, yellow.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Caught right side, Davis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Regular.
He's crashing.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
3 down.
52. 52. Alert, alert, alert.
Bang, 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 bang.
They run it here with Thompson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Rip, rip, rip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Tight end right, tight end right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down, Shields. Looking for Shepard deep. He's got a man. Complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Shields. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. To throw on second down. Shields, flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
We got 3 down, 3 down.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. Shields. And Ingram holds it in.
65.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Detroit!
This
Detroit!
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
On first down, Shields. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Gun!
Hey.
A final shot before break. Shields. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll run it here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Trip ends here.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, lock in.
Sing on the slot. Under crunch.
Left.
Under crunch.
Rip Liz. Orange.
Here's Smith to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Redskins on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
4 down.
Yeah, 52.
Under 10.
Out of the gun, Smith. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Yeah, 52. 35.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Left. Check 52.
Smith now looking to throw on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Redskins on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And Smith saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Rip. Ice it on.
Now Smith from the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Woo, baby. Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ringo. Let's go, D.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Woo! You got him. You got him. You got him. We got double tight. Double tight. On. Over.
On 3rd down, Barkley.
Here we go.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Check 3.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
All right, now, lucky 56. 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Shields to Barkley on the check down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Back to throw. Shields. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Oh, yeah.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's checking. He's
All
checking.
right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Shields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Liz. Hey, shift. We got 4 down.
2nd and 10, Smith again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Out. Let's go. Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Beckham, the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down. Shields toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Detroit!
This quarterback
Detroit!
now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
4 down. 4 down.
A handoff to Barkley.
Crash.
Finding room inside the 40.
Right.
Shifts free at the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Touchdown! Woo! Touchdown, baby!
Gone!
Woo! Yeah!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? With that mistake, they only need 1 yard.
And that could make all the difference, right? When you're talking about goal line play where inches count, move it up 1 entire yard, that could make all the difference for the guys trying to get the points.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there for Washington, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They come out here in the eye.
Watch 36 to Mike.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's Barkley.
Watch QB drop.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Slam. Slot. Mike, 36.
To throw on second down, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Check.
Liz.
36 to Mike.
And they'll go on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Smith to throw on 2nd down. And Davis with it left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
15.
From the red zone now, Smith. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing is Smith. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
4 down. Alert.
Double.
Slams.
Again, Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check that guy.
Regular.
Single. Switch.
Double.
6 guy. Check 6.
52. Alert.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Hey. 4 down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. Check.
And he's got some space here. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but now their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Two tights. 4 down. Boy, set.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Double tight.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. We got set. We got blue 8.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go. Even. 4 down. Even. Blue 8, set.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. A road win in the National Football League.
And get it done.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.